Hi there, Gypsy Soul Hippie Heart here. We're going to do a reading today. I haven't shuffled the deck. This is just a very quick reading that I decided to do. I want to first of all address the energy out there. It's really mucky. We can really pull energies from around us, people, events that are happening, information that we hear. And the more empathic you are, the more they affect you as, I want to say, like your own. Because we soak it up like a sponge, we really start to feel, and it can change our own feelings of the day, who we're around, who we're in with, like family or whatever. It can really be like a sponge-like trap that you have to squeeze and make sure you get all the excess energy that isn't yours out so you can feel yourself. I really soak up negativity. I really feel it because I understand it, because I've been there, because I've had situations that have made me sad, depressed, angry, whatever. So those things I really soak up, and I'm sorry because I am not in my usual space, and I'm on the table. I have my thing on the table, and every time I move, the camera goes. So I'm sorry. I'm going to try to back off so that I don't touch it. When you soak up that energy, it changes who you are until you catch it. So just reminding myself, because today is September 9th, which is the 9th month of the 9th day, and that's that 99 portal. And it's asking us to take and make leaps and bounds through where we were to where we want to be, which is more in tune and more in touch with our soul self, higher self, and higher beings. So, and that's why I love to do cards. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to, on this day of September 9th, the 99 portal, I'm asking, what do we need to know? And I'm also going to ask for, because it's affecting me, so it's affecting those around me. And so what can I do to make it through this? So what can we do to make it through this? What do they want us to know, and what can we do to make it through this? Okay, so the first deck, because I haven't shuffled, I got to do a little quick shuffle here. I always do on camera anyways, and my cards are usually shuffled after a reading, so it's not like they're sitting there with readings, but I'll just give them a little knock and give them a little shuffle and ask that the oneness beings of love and light, our higher selves, all those that I work with, to please connect with me now, that we may get a pristine, clear, precise reading, truth, honesty, and clarity always, and my own self taken out of it. Okay, so that's good. And actually I'm asked to take the first card, but it gave me two, and I'm taking it because it says nature signs. Oh, and these are Fairy Oracles by Karen K. Sorry, I usually do that in the beginning, but because I didn't shuffle them and open the decks, I'm off. Okay, so, wow, okay, so I'm taking that one because it flipped over. And then I'm going to ask which one of these three or all of them, and that might be the deck. I think these are the cards, actually, and that's what I'm being told. They just fell out, and that's what I go by. I don't go by what the decks say, what the cards say. I go by what I get off the cards. I will read the words on them, and then I'll give you my intuitive interpretation and whatever I hear from my guides. So this is the other one I'm asking. And that is funny. that I didn't go this way. I went from the back forward. And that was something I noticed as I was flipping the cards over. Okay, so the first card here is transformation. And that is what we're in. We're in this time of transformation, and it's not always pretty. It says, this fairy tells you to surrender to the transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, fairies. So, and my birthday is this month, the 24th. Well, it's always this month. This is actually a really big day for me, and I normally wouldn't say this. This would have been a 4th anniversary to somebody I was dating and living with. And it ended rather abruptly due to toxicity. But I didn't realize this was the day. And when I did, it just set me into a tailspin. Not because I want to still be there, not because I'm angry about it, because I feel like I lost 3 years. I lost 3 years. And I really didn't. Because what it did is it taught me to stand on my own 2 feet. What I will and will not take. You know, so it didn't take anything away from me. It did tell me to be stronger, and I am. And so I'm grateful for that. So that's a transformation. And now I think what this transformation card is telling me, and it may fit with some of you, that those things that were in that back burner still, fired up, maybe just on low, maybe still burning to a crisp on broil, who knows. But to let those things go. So this transformation that the fairy wants to give us, that we can move forward. And graciously, I just heard. And so I have just been told, I don't have my lighter. Well, I'm going to do what I normally don't like to do, and I'm going to go grab my lighter, and then I'm going to light a candle for us. So I shall be back. Give me 1 second. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask that the beings of love and light and all that is divine and holy to be with us as I light this candle. And this is the purple candle. Is a purple candle, and I really like it. It's a big smell. And I'm going to ask. Let's see it there. Let's see. I can't see it anywhere. I can't see it anywhere. Okay, well, you'll just know I'm putting it there. And I'm going to ask that our intuitive self knows exactly what we need for this transformation to begin. And I'm going to ask that it does that this candle and the light burns out all those things that we don't need so that we can let go of them and never go through that stuff again because we've learned the lesson. And if we haven't, that it comes very apparent today to us so that we can move on before this day is over and letting go of the muck. Okay, that's the purple one for the intuition to guide us and help us, right? Then I'm going to ask for this white candle. It's actually a pure lily. Perfect, I love it. Pure lily for purity. For purity in our souls, purity in our hearts, purity in our lives. That those beings of light can get a clear pathway to us that we can illuminate together what we're supposed to be doing in life, what our path is. So I'm going to ask for that. For a clear direction in life. To happiness, of course. You know, peace and joy and harmony. That one I'm going to put over here. I'm just going to change it up. I'm going to put that one there. I'm changing it up. Changing things up because I can. Because if I can't, too bad. I'm doing it anyways. It's the new me. Do what I want to do. Okay, so the next card is Nature Signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continuously. And there's a little faux pas. Need to walk in nature. I sure do. We need only to open our hearts and our minds. I'm getting a glare, and I apologize for the glare. Okay. So, there's a woman, she's sitting by a little stream, and it looks, they're not badgers, but they have that look, the masks kind of thing. They kind of look like a cross between a badger and a raccoon. I don't know what they are. But and there's an otter there too, and a little squirrel. So it's asking us to get in tune with nature, but also, I think, our pets and animals that we see, to get more in tune and in touch with those things that are around us and that we see. It's time. Time that we go inward, time that we take that peaceful walk. Sorry, I got a bad hip and I got to shift a lot, so I'm sorry. That we just become in tune. We listen to the hum of Mother Earth. I hug trees every once in a while, and I just feel so at peace. Actually, just thinking about that just gave me that same peaceful feeling. Well, that is a clear sign to get out of this apartment and get into nature. That's what it's telling me. That's a big sign. Okay. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see current situations with crystal clear clarity. That's what I was asked for. These are beautiful cards. I love this deck. I have 6 other ones here, and that's the one that called. So the fairies have really been calling to me lately. And she's sitting there, and she's got a crystal ball in front of her, and it's time to manifest something in our lives. It's time to get in tuned and in touch with that part of us that talks to the other side that we maybe don't remember that we can. And that it's really time to do our work. Time to do our work. Fire gazing into a candle or into flame at a fire pit. Sorry. Definitely time to do some of that. Fire gazing, yes. Next card, hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret memory. At the back of your mind, when we expose what's hidden, we become free. I'm asking my guides and my angels, anything that is hidden from me by somebody or myself that I'm not seeing clearly, to be made clear to me, so that I may free myself from the hold of somebody else that might have a not so good thought. And it doesn't have to be a not good. I just have been feeling grumpy, so I'm getting the feeling that I'm going to be told something that would normally hurt me deeply, but will also give me some extra freedom. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with whatever's for my highest and greatest good. May not be great, but you do it. But it could be something good. It could be a good message too. It doesn't have to be negative. So however it fits for you. The next one is new beginnings. So that could be something leaving the life or something new coming in, or having to leave something new coming in again. Ooh, and my card just flew out of my hand. Okay, the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as though they are babies. So if you have something that you want to manifest, protect it, because you maybe don't want to be telling everybody about it. You maybe just want to line things up and see how they fit for you before say too much. But there's definitely something new coming in. There's definitely, watch for the signs of something new coming in. And it will in the end be good. It may not feel great in the beginning for some, but in the end it will be so much better. Friendship is the next card. Shout out to my friend, my soul sister, Sherilyn. Thank you for today. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support you and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Yeah. And right now at this point, she's my one cheer section to the things that I like to do, which is the card reading and that. Really nobody else does. Nobody else really supports me. Right now she's the one supporting me. So remember those who have your back, right? There also might be, there's a bird on the ground here, so what for messages? Signs again in nature, because that's coming up in there. And don't be afraid to tap into the hidden realms of the fairies and unicorns and angels and, the spirit guides. Remember to tap into those. They're there to help you. And if you don't know what to say, just my guides. Those that are here to guide me in this life, through this journey, please be with me. Please make your presence known to me so that I get to know you. I get to hear you. And we get to understand each other and work together for the highest and greatest good for all, but for my soul path to be complete. Okay. Yeah. And I don't know what other cards. Okay, the romance angels are coming out. So what I'm going to do is because they're telling me you asked for messages so now they're going to give messages for the relationship. So we're going to do that. I'll pull the romance angels, and I'll probably, the Alice in Wonderland, Why Are You, by Lucy CavenDish. They're coming to my mind. These are the romance angels by Doreen Virtue. First card on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to show you a separation in case it comes back up. I think there's going to be another shift in my life. That's what I'm feeling. There's another shift in my life coming, which means there's probably a shift in a few of yours too. But we know when something shifts out, better shifts in when we're ready. I'm asking if it's going to be a shift out. I'm asking for it to be with as much ease for whoever it is, myself included. I'm asking for it to be peaceful and us be able to handle it. So romance angel cards, romance angel guides, angels, fairies, whoever wants to talk to us. What do you want us to know? There's a shift, all right. Someone's having a shift. Holy crap. Holy. Well, that's not the shift I was feeling. And I was told. Okay. Well, they clearly had messages for us. Playfulness. To recapture the romance, allow your inner youth to shine. I'm going to do these fast. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Just calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualization. Wow! Help bring you together. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there's a great relationship It needs more playfulness. You need to have conversations. This is somebody that is your soulmate, and it could lead to a union of some sort. Living together, dating, marriage, whatever. Wherever your thing is, this is what's coming up. But it does say pay attention to the red flags. Thank God I didn't say unrequited love. I don't want to pull another card because that was a message for me 4 years ago when I was doing a romance thing for myself, and I should have listened to it, didn't. But we don't have that card here, so don't worry about it. Red flags. So if you see something that is bothering you, don't shove it under the rug. Gonna have a heart-to-heart conversation. If you can't have a heart-to-heart conversation, you can open up about what's going on. And the cards are saying it is safe. It says it's safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. It is saying to do that. But if you feel you can't, then this reading up here, if you can't talk to the person you're with, then we're out of luck. That's where I was. I was in that where I couldn't talk. I said the red flags. Red flags are cautioning you. They were cautioning me, all right. They were, and I didn't listen. So, red flags, when they come up, pay attention to them, and make sure that you give yourself credit for what your intuition is telling you. Sorry, I'm just putting my bracelets on. I forgot about my bracelets, and I always have my connection to my crystals with me when I'm doing reading. Don't let go of those red flags. They're there for a reason, but it doesn't mean it has to be the end. It may be something that brings up the conversation to say, hey, I've noticed this, and this hurts me, or this bothers me. Please don't do that, because it triggers me, and I don't want to be triggered, and not that I don't want to be triggered. I don't want to be reminded of the last triggers. Whatever we work on together is fine, but when it's a reoccurrence thing, and I've told you that this hurts me, and it happens again, then it's a red flag that you're not hearing me. And you want them to hear you. Now it says it's safe to love and open up your heart. So you need to do that with communications. I need to do that. You need to do that. We all need to do that. Because this is your soulmate. Or at least calling in of it. And we got the wedding card up there. And down here we got the engagement card. So there's going to be, when we communicate and we open up and we breathe again, there's going to be an engagement. And it can mean a ring, but it can also mean a more unified, more union, more loyalty, more trust, more faithfulness, more all those kind of words, right? But it can definitely mean an engagement. But you definitely have got to open up and talk so that it can transform into that. We don't want to stay in that same old way that we've been, where they're holding back, I'm going to hold back. And I've been there, I've done that. They're holding back, so I'm going to hold back. I'm just only going to give what they give. The only way to break through somebody's stubbornness or somebody's lack of seeing you is either to communicate or to act. So either you got to talk it through, or you got to teach them through your actions. And if your actions don't bring about an equal response, then you know they're not where you're meant to be, and you're above. Okay, no, you're not above. You're not in alignment with them. So they're over here and you're over here, and this is where you feel comfortable, and this is where you used to be, and you want them to come this way. So that's going to take a lot of looking at the red flags, communicating, and action on your part to bring it about into a positive light. Otherwise, it's just going to slip. Okay, anything else? Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, thank goodness it's not separation. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, which is exactly, sorry, oh, sorry. This is exactly the summing up of all of this. This is the summing up of all of this. Okay, so now that's that. I'm going to flip these cards. Okay, I'm actually going to take this one out because it's a good summing up. Put these back in here. And I hardly ever play with these Alice of Wonderland deck. I'm not really a girl with big eyes kind of thing, but it's Lucy CavenDish and I love her. So let's see. I got my deck upside. Oh, I got some upside down cards. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like stacking the deck, but okay. So what do these Alice in Wonderland cards want to contribute to this reading today? What do they have to tell us? Always guided by the divine love and light. I'll just take 3 cards. I only want 3 cards. What do you want us to know? 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards, 3 cards. Oh, we got that one. We got that one. Okay, and the top card. Wow. Okay, first card is all must have prizes, trying to please everyone. Not taking enough time for ourselves because we're trying to please everybody around us. She's got a little thimble in her hand. She's trying to fix too much. And we try to give everybody so much so that they notice and see us, and we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to remember not to try to please everyone. Please ourselves and hope that that attracts what is there. And my eyes have just gone funny. Messages for a rabbit. Service to the animal world. Okay, so this is telling us, and there's 2 birds, there's 2 animals in this on these cards. So there's time to do stuff. Time to pay attention to our pets, I hear. Time to send energy to those animals that need it. Could be a job, working with animals. Could be rabbit is also, they're quick moving, they're bountiful, they have many babies, so lots of new possibilities. There's this apartment here that I'm at has lots of rabbits. I love watching them. So, and they're resting right now. They do a lot of, one was playing out there, it was really funny, just moving all over the place. He was having fun, or she. And then, but usually they're just sitting in the grass. It's getting colder here, so they'll be preparing probably for a little home for themselves. So get prepared for something that you might be moving to a new home, or changing it up, or a new addition, because rabbits can be babies. It won't be for me, but somebody out there might have a new child or grandchild or niece or nephew. The next one is nonsense. It's time to talk sense. So again, with the new beginnings of the rabbit and the wedding and the playfulness and the engagement cards and that and conversations, this card here says time to talk sense. It's time to have a conversation about things that you're thinking about or they're thinking about. And make sure you square it up. Make sure it fits. You're not trying to put a round peg in a square hole, right? You want to make sure that you fit properly. That's a huge message. Huge. You want to make sure you're both on the same page. Sorry, it's shaking again. And you want to make sure everything lines up. Now there is this Queen of Hearts here. So there might be somebody you need to listen to. There might be somebody you need to talk to who's older, wiser. They might have information coming in. Yeah, so just be open to listening, but make sure you make your own decisions. And if it's a couple thing, make sure you really are two round pegs going into round holes. Or square pegs going into square holes, whichever you like. Make sure you match up. Okay. I think we're done. We're at 30 minutes. I want to get this to upload. So be careful of the energies out there. Make sure that you really do some cleansing salt baths. Make sure you take time out in nature. Go for walks. Meditate outside. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. And be good to yourselves. And rest when you need to rest. Talk to whomever you need to talk to. Be open and honest. And it's just got the engagement card. I wasn't trying to get the cards again. I was trying to shuffle them in there. But the engagement card came up. So there are some good news for somebody. There's good news. There's a conversation of where the connection actually is, even if it doesn't look like it. That's what I just heard. Okay, that's good. It's good to know. Okay. Be blessed, be healthy, be well. Take care of yourself, take care of the ones you love. Talk to your pets. Get out in nature, salt baths. Love, love, love yourself. And have a wonderful day. Be blessed.